welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's Ward to throw right away. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To throw, here's Ward. That's to the tight end Helm. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Ward. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D-tackle.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hekker on to punt for Tennessee. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former 2nd-round pick from Louisville, Tyler Shuck.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
The pass caught by Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Saints first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Saints.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. Able to push his way through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Saints first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, New Orleans.
We're scoreless after one. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes your little tread left on the tires.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is tipped in. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And they'll send the slot in motion left. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing now, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Monte Taylor up to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down, Pollard again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Ward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This from 32 yards away. Sly able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. And he's got his man The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing, Shuck. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Shuck. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Shuck. To the right side, he's got Bailey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Shuck now to throw. Olave holds it in. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Julius Chestnut. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw is Shuck. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He juked him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Pollard gets it off the option. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Ward. Slant pass, Pollard brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That's complete to DK. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ward again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw is Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun here, Ward. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll throw again, Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Shuffle pass here is complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here is Cam Ward and the Titans. Down 13-6, 1:06 to play. They'll have to go 90-plus yards, and a field goal does them no good as they've got it with a 1st down. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
He'll look to throw. That's dumped off to Poe. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
And 12.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll try and do this himself. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.